Hello and welcome. I'm Alba Patel with BBC World News. Our top story this hour: a major security operation in Pakistan after the bombing of a shrine in Sindh province. The self-styled Islamic State group said it carried out the suicide attack, which killed nearly 90 people. Having already lost one, Donald Trump's second choice for national security advisor turns down the job. Not child's play, parents in Germany are told to destroy these dolls because of hacking risks. We speak to the man who discovered the flaw. And letting your brain power continue working after you die. Scientists appeal for donors to help mental health research.
Good evening. It's so good to see all of you here. So how are you doing? Say hello, please.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello. Good evening.
Yeah, I see that this is Irina, correct?
Yes.
And full house, what's your name? Just remind me, please.
My name is Mariam.
Mariam, okay, Mariam. Good to see you. So, what's new? Just tell me a little bit about what new things happened to you during the week, when I haven't seen you.
There wasn't any new things, and it was very fast week.
Why was it very fast?
I don't know. It was easy week.
It was an easy week.
Yes.
I still, well, you know, you just said, and I just want to be I want you to explain a little bit. What do you mean by quick week or fast week or easy week? Which week is hard then for you?
There weren't a lot of tests and difficult subjects in this week.
Okay, I got you. So
That's all, yes.
you go to 10th grade to 11th grade, correct?
Now I am in 10th grade.
In 10th grade, okay, I got you. Good. So Ira, what about you? What's new happened to you during this week?
I hadn't something new, but this week was great for me. I got many good marks at school, and I had a nice mood for whole week.
You planned what? You planned what? What did you plan? You said that you planned something and I didn't understand.
No, I didn't say it.
Okay, so then what did you say? Because I didn't understand what you were saying.
I said that I got many good marks at school.
Yeah, right. That's what I understood. And then?
And I said I had a nice mood for whole week.
Okay. And why was that week nice to you or good to you? Why?
Because at school we hadn't control tests. At school was warm atmosphere.
Oh, warm atmosphere. Okay, good. So you didn't have any tests. All right, I understand. That's good. So, Ira, which grade do you go to?
I go to 11th grade.
11th grade. All right, good. Very interesting. All right. So, now talking about the news which you heard, I hope that you heard the news from the BBC channel. So, what did you hear? Can you say a little bit about the world news? What happened in the world?
Honestly, I didn't hear news in this week because I hadn't time because I have a lot of homework.
Well, but I tried to present you some news in the beginning of our class. Did you listen to them? Did you listen to the news in the beginning of the class?
No.
Okay, I understand. So that's not good. And Ira, have you heard about the latest news?
No, I joined you when the news ended.
All right. So what I heard is that there was a suicide attack. Attack. Excuse me, it's suicide. Sorry, I have to do that in a different way. Yeah, I'm sorry. So first of all, ladies, you have to say I didn't have. You said hadn't. A better way is to say I didn't have. Okay, I didn't have. And then suicide attack. Do you know that? Suicide attack. It happened in Pakistan, and around 80 people were killed in one of the shrines. Do you know the word shrine? Do you understand the word suicide attack?
No.
Well, it's a terrorist attack with a person who carries a bomb on himself or herself, and the bomb explodes, and the person is killed because it's kind of a suicide for him. Now you understand, right?
Yes.
And shrine, it's a holy place. Do you know the word holy? Okay, good. So then the next item on the news was about Mr. President Donald Trump, and he wanted to appoint the secretary of the counselor of the defense for the government, and the person who he picked just turned down this job. That means that to turn down, do you know this phrasal verb? To turn down means he refused. He refused to take this job. Then there was kind of a spy doll. Spy doll. Do you understand the word spy and doll?
No.
No? Spy is a person who wants to learn some secrets from another country. This is a spy. Okay? Yeah, and a doll, this is a toy for girls. It's usually, you know, the Barbie doll, right? So there was kind of a major flaw. Do you understand the word flaw? What is flaw? Flaw, it's like something was not working properly good with this doll. So there was something wrong with the doll. Some of the functions of this girl didn't work. So the word flaw means, and I want you to learn this word. Okay. So, and that seems to be all. There was the last news about the using brain, kind of a surgery or something, but that's all right. So, first of all, let's talk about the previous week, because you remember that during this week you had the Valentine's Day. So, and we talked about Valentine's Day the previous time. So, just tell me what happened in your schools during Valentine's Day. Okay. You can start talking. Feel free to talk.
It was a simple day, or I can't remember the word. And everyone gave each other different gifts,
Okay.
and said each other good words.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And Ira?
In my school it was usual day, only in the morning for playing music. For the whole day, for the rest day.
All right. Did you have a mailbox for Valentine cards?
No.
No, you didn't. Did you send Valentine cards to somebody, or did you receive Valentine cards from somebody?
No, for me it's usual day, maybe so far.
So you didn't get any Valentine cards. Miriam, how about you? Did you receive a Valentine card?
I received the Valentine card from my friend,
Okay.
and gift a Valentine card also to my friend in our class. And our teacher gave us Valentine cards, and it was interesting.
Okay, so we usually say gave, not gived. Excuse me, but gave. Yeah, that's all right.
Excuse me. Yes.
That's not a big deal. Just to remind you, okay? So, and you also said that it was an ordinary day or a usual day. Like Ira said, it was a usual day, a regular day, an ordinary day. Like, I can write it. So, I think that you wanted to say that it was kind of a... Right? You wanted to say that, correct?
Yes.
So, in English we say ordinary, or usual, or regular day. Okay, good, interesting. So I see that you didn't have the mailbox and you didn't have the mailman. All right, that happens. Okay. Because you know, when we started, as you remember the previous class, I told you, when we started in the 1990s this celebration in Russia, we usually had a mailbox somewhere at school, and mailman who will deliver the messages from people to other people. So it was kind of interesting. For me, it was interesting. Alright, now what we're gonna talk about today is a big question. As always, I would like to talk, so today, big question. Big question will be, so what do you like doing most of all? What do you like doing most of all? If you want me to start, I can tell you what I like doing most of all in my life. I like to get rid of clutter. Do you know the word clutter? Clutter is lots of garbage, in my apartment, lots of unnecessary things which I love to throw away in order to clean my apartment. So this is the best thing for me to do, because you know I love to keep lots of stuff. I love to keep lots of stuff. And I don't know why, I just love it. And so that means that I can accumulate more and more stuff, so that everywhere in my room I will have lots of slips of paper where I wrote something. And then one day I understand that this is too much and I have to get rid of it. And so every small thing which I can throw away, I'm just happy about that. I'm happy of throwing unnecessary things from my apartment. And not often I'm very decisive to very determined to throw it away. So many times I'm in doubts, I hesitate whether to throw it away or to still keep it. So when I throw something away, I'm very happy about that. So this is what I like doing most of all. So how about you? What do you guys like doing most of all?
There are lots of different things that I like doing, but I think that most of all I like reading interesting books, not non-fiction books about adventure, about love, classic books, or even nowadays books, or how can I say it? Because I think that reading is very interesting, because you can see the film inside your head, and it is exciting.
Yeah, I understand. The only problem is that the sound of your voice is breaking a lot, but still I understood what you were saying. I have no idea why the sound was breaking a lot. Okay? Ira, what would you say? What is your favorite thing to do?
My favorite things are reading or sports I like went to the gym, and I'm very interested in healthy food. I like count calories, read different etiquettes, maybe.
Labels?
Labels, yeah.
Yeah. Good, good, interesting. All right. Kind of interesting. Thank you so much for your answers. And now, again, going back to Halloween, or excuse me, to Valentine's Day, and thinking about some celebrations which we are going to have ahead of us. So, talking about Valentine's Day, you remember we talked about what is love. So, if you just say in a couple of words, what is love?
I think love it is caring about each other.
Okay. Interesting. Mariam, what do you think?
I think that love is when people understand each other and respect each other and help each other in any situation.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. So, I just want to remind you a little bit from the previous class, and maybe you will want to say something about that. For me, I just remember one of the things, one of the sayings about love. Love is never to say sorry. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So how do you understand that?
Maybe that people love mustn't to fight each other or no. I can say the right word. To argue with each other or so.
Miriam, could you please reconnect, because your sound is breaking so much. Maybe we'll wait for you a little bit if you just please reconnect, because the sound is I almost didn't understand not a single word from what you said. We'll wait for you, please. Disconnect and then connect over again. Okay? Yeah, thank you. We'll just wait a little bit, Irina, for yeah. I don't want, I don't want for you to talk when Mariam is not present. I just want Mariam to hear what you are saying, what you're going to say. Yeah. I have some visitors who want to connect to our class. Yeah, but yeah, I see that Miriam is back. She will turn on her microphone. Yeah. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. So, will you please repeat what you were saying?
I understand this phrase that maybe people mustn't to argue with each other and then say sorry.
Yeah, that's a good explanation. Yeah, I never thought about that, but I think that this is a good explanation. So, Ira, what would you say?
I think love is never to say sorry when each of partner respect each other and accept other.
Okay, yeah, I agree. Well, what I understand as is never to say sorry. Well, if I think when we say sorry, just like when we hurt somebody, we say, I'm sorry for hurting you. I will never do that. But when it is a true love, you can never hurt a person. So that is why you will never have to say sorry. You see the point?
Yes.
That's how I understand. But still, what you said is really interesting. All right, and then we'll talk a little bit about the celebrations which we are having ahead of us. So, the first question to you is, what will we celebrate on February 23rd? What kind of festival, festivity, or celebration do we have on this day? Just tell me what you think. I know that this is not an easy question, but still, explain how can you explain what's the meaning of that?
This day is a day for men who were in army. No.
Yeah. In the army.
In the army, yes, in the army, and who protected our country.
Yeah, right. Defended.
Defended, yes.
Yeah. All right. So, Ira, what would you say?
I agree with Miriam. I wanted to say that the same.
Okay, interesting. So, first of all, Ira, we say I agree, not I'm agree. That's no way to say I'm agree, because agree is a verb. It's a verb. And you say I am, like for example, I'm hungry, and or I'm bored. The meaning is мне скучно. Yeah, because bored is not a verb. Bored is it's a participle, and it is translated like so. Then you say I'm bored, but you don't say I am agree or I am not agree. You say I don't agree, and this is very important. I don't agree, or I disagree. Okay, so then yeah, and then what Miriam said, serve in the army. So we can call this day National Defenders Day, Also, what I heard from the native speakers, like American people or British people, saying about our holiday, they call it Patriots Day, or they call it Soldiers Day. Right, and again, when you say Happy National Defenders Day, or Happy Patriots Day, or Happy Soldiers Day, okay? So, and then March 8th. March 8th. Okay. What do we celebrate on March 8th? Girls, please.
Because this is day for women.
Mm-hmm.
When men gift flowers, other things.
Uh-huh. Right. Yeah.
Showing their love.
Yeah, I agree. And Miriam, what do you think? What is March 8th?
I agree with Irina. It is day for women and all for women in the day.
Mm-hmm. Okay. For me, you know, the first meaning of this day is Mom's Day.
Yes.
Mom's Day, and of course you remember that the American spelling is mom, M-O-M, and the British spelling is like that. Do not forget about the differences in spelling. The first one is American and the second one is British. So in America or in Great Britain, they also celebrate Mom's Day and Dad's Day, Father's Day. They call it Father's Day. Excuse me, Father's Day. So Mother's Day is usually first Sunday in March, and Father's Day is first Sunday in June. What they usually do, they, like we do, they give flowers to their mom, and they give chocolates or some other sweets. Same they just can tell some warm words to their fathers on the Father's Day. So I just remembered a very easy song for you, and I know that you will immediately remember this song. So I just want you to listen to the song and to memorize it. I think that you heard this song. This is not an English song. I think that it was composed and it was invented for the Russian kindergartens. Because you know that in America or in Great Britain they do not celebrate the 8th of March like we do in Russia. But, well, you just listen to the song and tell me whether you know it or not, please.
Называется она My Dear Dear Mommy.
Моя дорогая, дорогая мамочка.
Our song, My Dear Dear Mommy. Listen to the song. Послушай песенку.
My dear, dear mommy, I love you very much. I want you to be happy on the 8th of March. Be happy on the 8th of March. Be happy on the 8th of March.
Have you ever heard this song?
No, but very nice.
Yeah, it's just like very
Yes.
easy, a very easy one. You can memorize it very easily, and you know, you will remember it just immediately. So it goes like, my dear mommy, I love you very much, or you can say so much. I want you to be happy on the 8th of March. Be happy on the 8th of March. On the 8th of March. Well, that's interesting that you haven't heard it, because I think that this is really popular. So, you didn't study English in your kindergarten, right?
Yes.
Did you study English in the kindergarten?
No.
No, you didn't. All right. So then, because this is called this course, which was developed for the Russian kindergartens, is called Baby English. If you are interested in it, you can find it on the internet, and there are lots of very easy songs like that. Like, what is your name? What is your name? Now tell me please, what is your name? And so on. Lots of very easy songs. Maybe you will like it. So, my dear mommy, I love you very much. I want you to be happy on the 8th of March. Be happy on the 8th of March. Okay, you can listen to it over again.
On the 8th of
Vaitsana, my dear mommy.
Моя дорогая мамочка.
Our song, my dear mommy. Listen to the song. Послушай песенку.
My dear mommy, I love you very much. I want you to be happy on the 8th of March. Be happy on the 8th of March. Be happy on the 8th of March.
Okay, so the last question for today, and then we'll read as always, and we'll talk about the new vocabulary. So what kids books for English, or what kids I don't know, maybe movies for learning English, or shows do you know? And I will tell you which shows I know for learning English for very small ones. Do you know some of these shows?
I don't know exactly shows, but I do know that there is a channel Carousel where different shows for children to learn English.
Okay. Irina, what do you know?
I don't know shows, but I know one site where there are many podcasts in English. It is englishpod.com.
For small kids?
No.
No, for grown-ups, for teenagers?
I think every person can find something.
Can you provide a link? Can you tell us the name of this website?
Now I don't remember. I've heard, but I've heard that it is englishpod.com.
English.com. Okay, interesting. So, what I remember is, first of all, I would like to tell you, maybe you know this song, Fingers Family. Do you know this song? fingers family. It's just like daddy finger, how do you do? Have you heard this song?
No.
No? Very interesting. It's just look, just go to Yandex or to Google and just type it fingers family and listen to it, and you will find this a very funny song for very small kids. Another thing is, another song is cheap chick. It's a song about the small chicken. Also a very interesting one if you find it. I don't want to play it right now because it will take our time. Have you heard this song?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
It's interesting. You can just go and listen and watch it on the internet. Okay, then you have some, yeah, englishpod.com. I see. Thank you so much. englishpod.com. Good. Then there were several shows which were extremely popular for all of the kids, and probably you will like it because it's so easy. You will understand everything, believe me. So one of these shows is called Muzzy, and it's a kind of a 2 episodes. Muzzy in the Gondoland and Muzzy Returns. Have you heard about this show?
Yes, I have seen it.
Okay, and Miriam, have you heard of this show?
No, I haven't.
Well, believe me, or you can ask Irina. Irina can tell you that this is really interesting and very easy.
Yes, I like it.
Yeah, and it's very funny. It's about a big green bear who this bear loved to eat clocks. That was his food. Why he loved to eat clocks or any other devices? Because he was from another planet. And then another show is Wizardora. Have you heard of Wizardora?
No.
Also, it's
No.
yeah, it's also on the internet and also very easy. Muzzy is pretty old. Let's say, I think that Muzzy was made as a movie, as a show, I think in the 1990s, and Wizardora is in the 2000, around 2008 or 2007. So it's pretty new. So if you just want to have some fun with very easy English, you can go watch this stuff. It's very interesting. Alright, have you remembered any other shows for kids?
No.
Okay. Yeah, because this is very helpful for when you know nothing about English, just to warm up, to start doing something with the English language. It's pretty good. Okay, thank you so much for sharing, and now we'll start reading and talking about the vocabulary as always. So for today I took the next text from this version of the Russian national exam. So Mariam, will you please start reading?
When Washington, D.C.'s signature cherry trees bloom, it is a sure sign that spring has arrived. The National Cherry Blossom Festival runs over 3 weekends annually, marking each anniversary of the gift of the trees and celebrating the.
Okay, that's enough. Yeah, you just listen to your reading a little bit.
When Washington D.C.'s signature cherry trees bloom, it is a sure sign that spring has arrived.
So it's definitely, it's not arrived, it's arrived. Okay?
Arrived.
Arrived.
Okay.
Yeah.
The National Cherry Blossom Festival runs over 3 weekends annually, marking each anniversary of the gift of the trees and celebrating the.
Alright, and here also what I want you to pronounce correctly is 3. We usually do not pronounce like Russian R, so please pronounce it 3.
3.
Yeah, that's closer. Okay, very good. And can you choose the line which will suit A? What do you think? The gift of the trees and celebrating the.
One moment.
Yes, please.
I will read. Maybe the friendship between the US and Japan?
I don't know. I don't know the answers. Like I'm just talking together with you, and probably you're right. So, marking each anniversary of the gift of the trees and celebrating friendship between the US and Japan. Sounds good to me. Well, questions about the vocabulary. How do you understand this? Signature cherry trees bloom.
Actually, there are words that I don't understand. Cherry.
You don't know the word
signature.
Cherry? Alright, Ira, do you know the word cherry?
In Russian?
Yeah.
Ягоды?
What's that?
Ягоды?
Can you pronounce, can you say this word in Russian? Cherry tree. You don't know?
Получается, ягоды, дерево, на котором растут ягоды.
Oh, what kind of berries? It's a cherry. The name of the berry is cherry.
Вишня.
Yeah, of course. So I think that you know that, and ladies, please, when you are in the grocery store and when you choose the juice which you want to drink, just be very attentive reading. Most of the names of the fruit and berries are in English, and you will definitely see the word cherry. Alright, so cherry tree, it means вишневое дерево. And what is bloom?
Цвести.
Yeah, right. And what is signature?
Kind of подпись or.
Yeah, but yeah, here you have different meaning. Yeah, this
yes, but I don't think that word podpis is very good for this text.
All right, Ira, do you understand the signature cherry trees bloom?
No.
All right. So, what actually it means? Washington D.C. As you know, this is the capital of the United States of America. Correct? You know that, right?
Yes.
And so, every city has its icon or a landmark. So let's say, if you think of Moscow has many icons, like, let's say, the Red Square is the icon of Moscow, its landmark, or Tsar Pushka or Tsar Kolokol. then the Bolshoi Theater. What else? All of these landmarks, all of these sites of interest are the icons, are the landmarks of Moscow. If you think of New York, the landmark or the icon of New York is the Statue of Liberty, right?
Yes.
So, Washington DC's signature, cherry trees bloom. It's the icon of Washington DC. That is why it's called signature. That's the icon.
Yes, I got it.
How can you translate into Russian?
I still can't choose the correct translation.
But just explain, what do you think? You can explain in several English words or Russian words.
Maybe it is like a symbol.
Yeah, you can say like a symbol, right? Absolutely, very true. Miriam?
Yes, I understand.
What is it? What is your word?
Symbol. It is very good word, and maybe I don't know.
Okay.
Symbol is
Yeah, but you know, maybe you heard of the Russian word знаковый.
yes.
Okay, so that's когда в Вашингтоне, округ Колумбия, расцветают знаковые вишневые деревья, это точный знак того, что пришла весна. Okay? So the National Cherry Blossom Festival. What is blossom? It's the same word like bloom. Bloom and blossom is the same word. Okay? So this festival runs over 3 weekends annually. What is annually?
This is also a word that I don't know.
Annually? You do not know the word annually? And this is
No.
this is the same word like anniversary. Do you know the word anniversary? What is anniversary?
I don't know.
How about Ira? Do you know this word?
No.
So, Anna is a Latin word, and if you translate from Latin, it's a year. Anniversary means годовщина. Annually means ежегодно. Anna means God. Okay? So,
Yes.
yeah, festival runs over 3 weekends annually, marking each anniversary of the gift of the trees and celebrating friendship between the US and Japan. Okay? Irina, will you please read?
Okay. The festival is always packed with special events.
All right.
Continue.
Yeah, you can choose.
I think maybe number 1.
Naming the peak bloom date. Okay, read ahead, we'll talk about that later. Go ahead.
Okay. Families flock to the National Building Museum for Family Day and open ceremony, and to the southwest waterfront for impressive fireworks. This is hip and artistic crowd even has a place on the festival calendar with cherry blast. Visitors can catch free cultural showcases every day by nearly 100 performance groups at the theater on the Washington Monument grounds.
All right, just listen to what you read.
Families flock to the National Building Museum for Family Day and open ceremony, and to the southwest waterfront for impressive fireworks.
All right, thank you. So, the festival is always packed with special events. What does that mean? Is always packed. What's that?
Maybe festival is full special event.
Is full, yeah. Packed means is full. In Russian you can say like упакованный or полный. Full with special events. And so what is your answer? The festival is always packed with special events.
Maybe read.
Yeah, and please read.
That are designed to please all ages and interests.
Marian, do you agree?
I bet shows which are popular for eating outdoors.
Which are popular for eating outdoors. But then, when we read, there was nothing said about eating outdoors. So I wouldn't agree with you.
Maybe it is wrong, yes.
Okay. So then families flock to the National Building Museum. Flock. What is flock? Flock means to crowd. Again, to pack, to crowd. So it means that families gather together like a big crowd to the National Building Museum for Family Day and the open ceremony, and to the southwest waterfront. What is waterfront? Alright, so there is the river in the center of Washington DC, a big river, and you know that usually both sides of the river, when it is inside the city, both sides, when the river is inside the city, has waterfronts. And waterfronts are places where people can walk. So what is a waterfront? What do you think? A place on the bank of the river inside the city where people can walk.
In the seaside. Берег.
Well, but this bank is covered with asphalt or any other pavement or good smooth surface, and there might be trees planted and people just walk. It's not a sandy beach, it's a waterfront. Okay, what is that?
Maybe набережная.
Yes, of course, this is like that. And what is fireworks?
Фейерверк.
Right. So then this is hip and artistic crowd. Okay, hip and artistic, it's almost the same. Even has a place on the festival calendar with cherry blast. What is blast? Do you know the word blast?
No.
Blast is an explosion. Do you know the word explosion? It's just like взрыв. It's blast or explosion. Okay, and then which sentence have you chosen for that? Calendar with cherry blast.
One second.
What is that? Okay, we're about to finish the class. So, which is a celebration on contemporary art and music? This is what I think. So it's just a name. Cherry Blast is just a name for the celebration of contemporary modern art and music. Alright, ladies, thank you so much for visiting me, and do not forget to write your reviews on my page. Пожалуйста, не забывайте писать отзывы. I will show it to you where you can write the review. It's here. So, can you see it? Right now it says отзывы о моих уроках. Okay? So please go there and write down some reviews. Alright. So, any questions, any comments, any requests about the class, what would you like to say?
I don't have any question. It was very interesting lesson. Thank you very much for a lesson.
Yeah, it's been my pleasure.
I would like to thank you for the lesson. Thank you for many links or sites. I would like to see and share my views.
Okay, good. Alright, ladies, then hopefully I will see you in a week and we'll have a good chat next week. Until the next week, bye for now.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.